I think you need to know what you stand for, and I think you need to know what your standards are. Because if you are sincere, most people don't know what they want. When it comes down on down times, do you easily compromise what you want? Do you easily compromise what you stand for? Do you easily compromise your standards? 3 days ago or some time ago, I remember I was arguing with my brother. He was talking about something, he needed an advice from me, and we fell into an argument. And I was trying to let him know that I have more experience than him, basically just because I was older than him and that. But he wasn't agreeing to my advice or what I was saying. And that was because he has a standard of his own and he wasn't ready to compromise that because I was giving him some advice as regards this and this, and he was saying no, his standard says this and this, so he's not going against that because what I was giving him was not aligning with what his standards saying. When I sat back and think, this guy was actually right. He has a standard. He clearly knows what he wants, so he's not ready to compromise what he wants for another thing. If you really know what you want, you've already gotten what you want. To be very sincere, you know what you want. You already get it because you know the next step, you know things that aligns with what you want, and you know things that does not align. So you know what you are going for and what you wouldn't take. So who are you and what are your standards? When I realized that I really do not even know what I want, I had to sit down and think, list out what my flaws are, the things I want to eradicate in my life, what my standards are, things that I could never compromise for, that this is what it says. No matter what this one or this one says, this is what, because there are times people will try to say, oh no, what you are doing is trash, nobody has done it, what you are dreaming about, or you're dreaming that you want to be very successful, nobody has done it, so sit down. But if you know these are my standards, this is what it says. So whatever this one is saying is not gonna work because I clearly know what I want. This is what my standards are. This is what I'm not going to compromise. I'm getting this, so I'm doing this. I don't care what anybody has to say. What are your standards and who do you think you are? Or what do you stand for?